Well, hello everyone. John Tarek here again on a kind of a special Saturday today. Actually, yesterday happened to be my birthday. So thanks for all the cards and letters and comments yesterday on my Facebook page. That really made me feel great. So thank you for that. So today we're taking on an idea that we got actually several weeks ago, maybe even a couple of months ago from Lori over at Public. So thank you, Lori, for this idea. And it came across very much so yesterday as well, as I was eating my cake and people had a picture of that and they said, you should taste cake mixes. So that's what we're going to do today. We have basically, there's not many options in the ready to bake cake mix kind of marketplace. So we narrowed it down to three because there was really only three to take. And so we're going to taste today Pillsbury, Duncan Hines, and Betty Crocker. I think you're all familiar with all these things, right? There's an interesting history on this. I was talking to one of my friends from England earlier this week, Alex Absalom, and he was saying, you know, there's a story behind this, and I didn't realize it until I Wikipedia'd it and Googled it up, you know. And so cake mixes kind of started in the 30s, they say. A company up in Pittsburgh called Duff started making these cake mixes, and I think the reasoning behind it was that they wanted to sell more molasses. So they just had this ready to go powder, which is flour and all the other stuff that goes into these things, powdered eggs and dehydrated molasses. So you just add water, bake, and go. Now, a few years later, that same company got a patent where they had a mix that you added your own eggs. So you add your own eggs and all of a sudden it becomes like homemade, right? So a homemade cake mix, probably in the late 30s, and was popularized again after World War II, and kind of ebbed and flowed, but it's pretty much a mainstay now, right? It's amazing. So, and the reason it really became popular was because of ready-to-go frosting. And this is the one we use for all of them, Duncan Hines Creamy Milk Chocolate. This is like my favorite cake. Because my favorite flavor is yellow. Favorite flavored cake is always yellow. What does yellow taste like? I don't know. It tastes like this cake, I guess. And they kind of taste the same anyway. Notably, the marketing is quite interesting. So we noticed here, I think this one says, yeah, perfectly moist. I know I'm going to start triggering people right now. Perfectly moist on the Duncan Hines. And Betty Crocker says super moist. Super moist, right? And this Pillsbury says moist supreme. So if your average Joe's going into the grocery store looking for these things and they say, okay, which one should I get? You have to declare your level of moistness, I guess, what you want in your cake. So excited about this. The production manager, studio manager here, Patty, she was, who's quite the looker, by the way. She was quite busy baking all of these yesterday and today. When she actually gave me some notes to let you bakers know how this went. So notes from the studio manager, also the production manager here, and the baker for today, Patty. She said, Betty and Pillsbury darker when done, and they had a thin batter. The Duncan Hines Fluffy took much longer, lighter in color, but hard to frost. All of them had the same ingredients: 1 cup of water, half cup of oil, 3 eggs. I think the temperatures were all the same as well, and the nutritional value is also the same. So here we are, and you know what? We got a palate cleanser today called Angel's Envy. I got this yesterday as a gift. Some of my pickleball friends, Peggy and Kelly, they got me this, so we're going to try this. It's Kentucky bourbon finished in port wine barrels. Beautiful bottle. Love that. So we'll taste that. Got to get going today, and thankfully there's only 3 to try. I got to go to the dentist. You know, when you're a professional taster, you got to keep the tools of the trade working properly. So shout out to Dan, my dentist. He's the best around. He's going to see me today. So I'll just have this today. You don't want to mess that up, right? Okay, so here we go. These are marked, all right? The baker, production manager, also good-looking lady, Patty. She did that for us, so this is going to be exciting. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell the difference. We'll give it a shot. We're going to do like we do always. Dull the senses here. Make sure I got my palate cleanser close by. Do a little juggling here. Don't know what's happening. Didn't look at the marks anyway, so we're going to start this off. 51 years old, you believe it? You're probably thinking, don't look a day over 65. All right, We have, oh, gotta get, this is gonna be difficult because I don't know where the cake is in the frosting, but okay, we'll make sure we get a good bite here. Okay. Probably a little bit too much frosting on that one. I'd say the frosting's real good. That's for sure. Wow, that is good. Drop some. Don't let it go away. You know, what am I looking for? I have to say, probably the moistness. And this was actually very moist and good. You know, there's so many people getting triggered right now because I'm using the word moist too often. That's okay. I feel you. Remember the stuff I hate, sounds, chewing sounds especially. And it's quiet in here today, so I'm hearing my own chew. It's bad. Wow, isn't that lovely? Ooh, that's good. Angel's envy. They can be envious. All right, here we go. Second cake in. I'm gonna make a mess of everything. Okay. It's a little drier. I want to give it a fair shake here. Make sure I'm getting in to the thick part of the cake. That is really good. Now this one didn't have as much flavor, to be honest, as the first one. So, but it was still moist. Still moist. Where's that first one I had? Gosh. Is that it over here? Yeah, okay. Still moist, very good. I'll put it in second for now, once I change my mind. I don't think I will. By the way, these are all made in a Bundt pan. Bundt, which is German for bunt. And, I don't know, there's a history behind that too. You can Wikipedia. I think it makes it easier to cook, but what do I know? It's very good. My favorite, I think that's my favorite kind of shape of a cake too. All right, last one. Here we go. Make sure we get a good piece here. Wow. Okay. You know, it's really hard. These things are like so similar. This one has the most flavor. I'm going to say that. Out of all the cakes, this one has the most flavor. I like it. Wow. Look, somebody bakes you three cakes, you're going to love it anyway. Anybody bakes you one cake, you're going to be happy. But I'm going to have to put them in this order after I cleanse my palate. That was darn good. Ooh. Let's see what we got. The winner, Pillsbury. Pillsbury came out, I thought, the most tasty. Next was Duncan Hines. Lastly, Betty Crocker. But again, honestly, if you're going to get cake, you're not going to go wrong with any of these things. But that Pillsbury really had, and of course that was Moist Supreme, so they might be right about that. That had the most flavor. Definitely felt the most moist, and I liked it a lot. So hey, this is great. Thanks for the ideas, and keep them coming. You know, I need more ideas. I got to be keeping this going for week in, week out. Get my teeth all made sure they're all ready to go for the next one in case it's something really tough, beef jerky or something like that. But have a good week, everyone. I'm having a good weekend. It's been a good week, you know, but we're still in the middle of this crazy pandemic world, and you know, it's nuts out there. So be kind, be loving to one another, and I'll see you next week. I'll be praying for you.